I just want to give a shout out to my friends in Eaton, Ohio. I grew up in this little town in the Midwest, about 50 miles north of Cincinnati. And I grew up as a kid there in the 1960s, 70s, and the 80s, and I moved away in the early 1990s. But for years and years and years, for generations, there's been a Sherman M4 tank that sat in front of the armory, and we just took it for granted. That was part of the town, and it was there. And then it was brought in after World War II when they had a surplus of vehicles, and they parked in front of these armories, these tanks, as a matter of pride. So that was there. We took it for granted. Corner of Main and Vine. And then one day, several years ago, the government came in, and because of budget cuts or whatever, they closed armories and they just took this tank away. And they put it with a whole bunch of other tanks. I guess as the story unfolded, it was up in Columbus, Ohio. And, you know, a lot of people, and I guess I would be one of those people too, I'll be the first to admit it, to say, shrug my shoulders and say, well, the tank's gone, how about that? But that wasn't the case for a bunch of people that had perseverance at Eaton, Ohio. And one of those people was Tina Marker, her sister Rebecca. And then when you start naming names, you forget the names of people that worked just as hard as others. But they took it upon themselves to fight City Hall, per se. They got involved, my friend, producer Jonathan Flora. He got his friend on board, Klinger from MASH, Jamie Farr. And we started doing social media and all that. But Tina and, you know, I'd like to know all the details behind this, but they did the legwork. I mean, they could have gone out there and protest, and they did. But beyond protest, there's things that actually accomplish things that make a difference, a real difference. And these people went out and they did paperwork, and they talked to people, and they did footwork. And long story short, they got the tank back, and they named it Miss Preble. And there's a platform that they're going to put it on in the historical Fort St. Clair in Eaton, Ohio. And there's going to be a big ceremony to bring Miss Preble back. And it's going to be a huge ordeal. I hope it is. I'd drop everything I was doing if I wasn't working to be there. And it's September the 23rd, Saturday, September the 23rd in Eaton, Ohio. I bet there's going to be a parade. I hope there is. But this is just perseverance, and I can't say enough how proud I am of Preble County and of Eaton, Ohio, and my friends Tina and Rebecca and Jonathan and everybody else who helped get this tank back. So kudos to you. I'm very proud, and have a great day Saturday. Thanks.